Mixtapes got a little Hank, little Drake, a little something bumping, thumping on the wheel, right? The mix in our drink's a little stronger than you think, so get a grip, take.
Today, let me put the tractor. I have to lift this motor out of my 72 Cub Cadet. This is not the stock motor, so I will be replacing the stock motor, which was a 7 horsepower out of this thing. Unfortunately, I am only one person, so I cannot hold the camera and do this at the same time, so I will set it up in hopefully a manner where you can see. I will be setting it in the bucket of our tractor so I can move the narrow frame tractor out of the way and put this in my garage. Bring it down just a bit. Alright, I hope you can see that nice and easily. Alrighty. Like I said, I have no other people here, so I'm doing this all by myself. Okay, let's get the frame out of the way. Yes, I know it says 71 on it. It's not the original hood for this tractor. The reason I am taking the motor out today is because this tractor is getting sent away to get a better set of fenders, since this tractor originally came with no fenders. Granted, it has a fender on it, but we want a better set of fenders. These aren't Cub Cadet fenders either. So, they would have to be modified. So let me go ahead and put this motor in our garage real fast. Set you right on the back of the tractor. Stay right there. Okay. here and put it back in the boat. Alright, so a little bit of background on this 72 tractor. What I plan to do with it and such. So, this is obviously I believe a 1967 Cub Cadet 72. And yes, I know it has a 71 hood on it. My old hood right here, as some of you might already know this, but this little area around this washer and bolt here broke on each side. Let's see if it's on. Is it on this one? It's not on this hood. I wish I had a hood that I could show you on, but this is my 72. It has the lights. This is not the original grill. I just put this grill in here because I liked it better than the old stock grill. You can see a green set of fenders here. This is not the obviously it's not the original fenders. And we were going to put these on here, but decided not to. This was about what they were going to look like. Right there. We're going to have somebody fabricate a set of fenders up here, so that's why the motor's got to come out and everything, so it'll be easier to tow. This came originally with a 7 horsepower. I've got a bigger motor in it that actually I have to cut the frame about here, I believe, is where we had it marked, and bend it outward so it'll fit, because this is a Kohler 12 horsepower K301, I believe, and this style motor, these two plates here, the one that covers up the crank and the points plate, they rub, so I have to cut a hole in the frame for both of them. Unfortunately, this motor is a starter generator model, unlike what's in this blue tractor beside me, which is a 14. See that there? And it has a regular starter. Unfortunately, I don't know if this runs yet, but it's got plenty of compression because I just put a new head gasket on it. And you can see there's supposed to be a pulley on the back. Most of you might know. Some of you might not. But unfortunately, I had to pull a PTO clutch off and did not have the right tools. And there was an older motor back here that had one on it. So I was going to show you, but I don't have a motor with one on it right now. Ended up pulling off the housing and everything, the PTO housing and everything, and we ended up bending the pulley, so I gotta buy a new pulley for that. going back to the tractor here. This tractor has the regular Cub Cadet rear end, but this has a welded rear end. And if you don't believe me, trust me, you can feel it when you're pushing it around. It's heavy. Nothing special. My plans with this project is to get it running and straight and everything. That means running, driving under its own power, lights and everything works. And get it to where it's close to need paint, because it obviously needs it now. And then we'll probably paint it back to the original International Cub Cadet, white, yellow, and the blue on it, because it's not going to stay like this once it gets done. And the front tires are going to be changed. These rear ones will probably stay on here for a while. I plan to get a set of aluminum rims and put on here. Give it kind of a shiny finish like that one over there. You know. It's probably going to have a stack like that one. About a 2-inch stack that's going to come out under the hood here, or depending on where the motor sits. I'm pretty sure it's on this side here. But if it comes out here, I'll put it on this side and everything. I don't think I'm going to use this original wiring harness here, because it's probably the original wiring harness in general. Seat's not bolted down. I have a plate somewhere for it that keeps it from moving around like that. So, and I'll go ahead and show you the old seat of what was on it. This old seat was just rusted right out. We literally ended up cutting it. The plate we needed off, but you can see right here all this pitted rust and everything. Of course, that's where it started to get harder on the rust, but it would literally, you bang on it with a hammer and there'd be big holes, like, you know, nickel or dime, or not dime sized, nickel and quarter sized holes in it and everything. So found the seat off an old mud mower like the one I have, so decided to take that seat. I gotta bolt the foot pegs back in the right spot so the person knows where, you know, where they should be. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oop. But let me go ahead and get that all done, and I'll come back to you in a moment. That's supposed to go right here for another foot peg. I got the foot peg sitting right there. I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. I need this piece here, and yes, I know this isn't fully bolted down. It needs a card key on this side, but I need that piece. So, went out to my graveyard, I guess you could say, and I'm gonna grab some tools. Stay right here and enjoy the beauty of a Cub Cadet. Grab measure. Hang on. Okay. I found the big toolbox. Here we go. Alrighty. Now that I got my tools, I'll show you the part that I am in need of that I have found. So I have an older Cub Cadet here. It's a 102 or something like that. Hydrostatic model. Or it's not a 102, it's like a 124 or something. forget exactly what it is. It's a narrow frame hydrostatic model, okay? And ended up, it was just worn right out. You can probably see it all right there. And this right here is the piece that I need. This right here. It's got something hooked to it, but that ain't nothing to get off. But let me go ahead and get that off. Because it just had so much rust and paint. It may not look like it, but there's rust under this frame here. Oops. There we go. Okay. Kind of rounded the edges off on that bolt a little bit. But seem to have the piece I need. Alrighty, guys. Oh, that's been cut. This might not be the piece I need. Is there another piece on that side that's been cut? Well, I'll look at my resources real quick, see what I can do.